maybe another 100 years or so, and somebody's redoing this car in the futuristic space that's going to be, or when they transport it to Mars to put on the old car display in Mars or Uranus. Oh, Uranus, huh? Alright, welcome back to the Thomas Rocket Car. I'm cutting the sheet metal for the top of the floor. We got the belly panel all welded on, and I went and actually painted it inside too. I'll show you that in a minute. But I've got some 18 gauge steel here. Then I'm going to go, I've already measured and got my marks laid out. I'm going to shear out the two top pieces for the top of the floor. I'm going to do it in two sections. And it's 18 gauge steel. So let me go ahead and wing this in half, and then we'll go move over to the car and see how it fits. But let me get my gloves first. Hold on. All right, here we go. I didn't remember what side of the line to cut on, but I got it. There we go. Go ahead and shimmy this on in here. As you can see, I painted the floor. I primed and painted it just rattle can to flat black so it wouldn't get any rust and moisture in here. So here's the top. What it's going to do is weld on just like this. I'm going to have to lay it out. I'm going to drill a bunch of plug welds. I'm going to plug weld it all to the inner structure here, and then skip lap it alongside here on the edges, and the top I'll plug weld it in here, and then the toe board will come over the top of it. But I'm doing the main section in this big panel here. Then I'm going to piece the back together with the smaller pieces. What I want to do is go ahead and get these all marked out, laid out, and then I'm going to mark them, drill all the plug weld holes, clean off the paint underneath where it's going to plug weld. I'm going to primer the underside of this so it's not bare metal in here, but it looks good. It should work out well. So I tagged the drive shaft tunnel, so when I put the floor on this, it's going to be welded in the car for all eternity. Signed it. It's going to be in there forever. Nobody will know except for you guys that have been watching the series. So let's go ahead and get this floor panel trimmed and marked out and start getting it welded on here. Alright, I got all my holes drilled and countersunk. This is the underside. This has got primer on it. I didn't count the holes, but there's a lot of them. So let me go ahead and slide this back up under here. Get this slid into place, and I can mark through the holes to where I got to grind the paint off the underside here. Oh, looks good. I think that's it. So I'll pull this off, and I'll grind the paint off all the silver spots, and actually I can just slide this over here. You can see all the silver spots here that we're going to plug weld to. So I'll go ahead and I'll hit all these with the grinder, and then we'll get ready to weld. And everything's ground down, blowed out, and vacuumed out, so I think it's time to slide the floor over and start clamping it down and getting this thing ready to seal up. So let's do that. No! Ah. Hold on a minute. What's up?
What's up? Hey, I'm just trying to plan out my work travel. I don't want to take you away from your project.
Alright. Here we go. Got the piece in. Got it where I want it. It sits real flat on the structure here. So what I'm going to do is basically climb on in here. I got it clamped pretty much, but I'm going to use my body weight and push down on here where I got to be. And we're going to start tacking it on. So let me climb on in here. Just like this. Where's my hammer? Tack and tap it. Bam! Alright, look at that. Got all the plug welding done. Get the floor in here nice. Now I'm just going to go ahead and tack it along the edge here and the edge down there. And we should be good to go. Here I am! The holes all drilled. The holes all drilled here. Go ahead and get my silver marker out. Slide this up here out of the way. Put the grinder onto it. And we'll be ready to weld this side on. Alright, there we go. I'm going to go with the air hose and the vacuum and blow, suck all this out and clean it up, and then we'll go ahead and slide the floor back in and start tacking and tapping. Tack and tap it, tack and tap it. Alright, bam, there we go. Look at this. Got it all welded all the way around. But the first thing I'll probably do is make these door posts down and tie them into the floor so I can get rid of these stupid braces. And I won't have to climb in and out of the car anymore. Bonus! Alright, so with the floor welded in, I can take this structure out of here, but first I want to tie the door posts back in. So I've trimmed this away. I've got a piece of 16 gauge. I'm making the lower patch panel for this door post here for the weld to the floor. And as soon as I get that one done, I've already done the inside one back here. I'll show you here in a minute. But as soon as I get this tacked in, then I can take the structure out and I'll be able to get in and out of the car a lot easier. This stays open because the lower door hinge is a piece of bar stock. Can you see me where am I? Yeah, a piece of bar stock that goes in this pocket and folds out of here and then closes in the jam when it's done. So that's why this is open. When I patch this other piece around, it'll come here like this. But this is how the door hinge goes in here like this. But now that this is all tied in, and this piece back here is tied in, I can go ahead and I can cut these bars loose. Bam! I can get in the car now. This is awesome. All kinds of room. Good. So I did a little bit of grinding here, and the magic of Hollywood, I've got my patch piece for over here on the door jamb. Fits in here. I made a cardboard template first, but it fits in here real nice. And get the welder and we'll have at it. I'll grind it up later and check for pinholes, but this is all restored just like it was. This is also fixed here on the inside. You can see here, I rebuilt this main piece. There's a board that goes under the seat, and the seat bottom goes on it here. So I've rebuilt all this. Super strong now. Both door jambs are fixed. Alright, so I think I'm going to stop here for now with this video because I'm at a weird point, so I'm going to break it here and we'll start another video for repairing all this. But just to give you a sneak preview, here's my first piece in the rear of the floor together. Lays down in here like that. Then I'll just work my way across. But thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Go to Instagram, hashtag Thomas Rocket Car to see all the pictures up close, more detailed shots. Appreciate everybody watching. Please subscribe, thumbs up, like, share with your friends. And thanks for watching the Thomas Rocket Car Restoration. I got a joke for you. What did John Wilkes Booth say to Abraham Lincoln right before he shot him? Nothing personal, I just can't see. Think about it, it'll come to you. If you know history, it'll come to you. Alright, I'll explain it. Abraham Lincoln was at the theater to see our American cousin. So my joke is, he's up in the booth and John Wilkes Booth couldn't see down, even though he's an actor. Don't worry about that part. He couldn't see down the stage because Lincoln was in the way with his big hat, so he shot him. Nothing personal, I just can't see. Now the backstory of that is my dad about 15 years ago was eating breakfast and my stepmom took the cereal box and set it down and my dad couldn't see something, so he moved it over and he said, nothing personal, I just can't see. And I looked at him, I'm like, that's what John Wilkes Booth said to Abraham Lincoln right before he shot him. So that's how I came up with it. That's just a short story time. We'll see if anybody thinks it's funny, doesn't think it's funny, whatever. I thought it was funny. So that's it. Everybody's all about Mars. Here's my space philosophy. Everybody's all about Mars. They're going to Mars this, water that. You don't want to go to Mars. It's too cold. It's too far away. The place to be is Venus. It's got a lot of clouds. It's kind of smoggy right now. But you get down there, you start sucking some of that crap up. You build a big vacuum cleaner. You build a little dome. You blow the smoke out. Suddenly you got an Earth-like planet that probably has the capability to have water on it. So if you want to get on the ground floor, that's where I'm putting my money, is Venus. So be smart, go with Venus. We'll get it on the ground floor. We'll get a lot of property up there. We can start storing cars there. It's going to be a good place out of the way. So back to this. That was an aside. All right, here we go.